Welcome to AnishforU, and today's build going to be on sturdy one. So it is not going to be something fancy. It is a sturdy build. So I'm inviting one of our friends, the big guy, to show you how strong this base actually is. So let him invite. Yes, and one bam, boom, bam. So he can perform three times. You can always do these big bang boom thing, and obviously it doesn't make any sense why he did that, but it's actually quite easy to just sustain those damage without losing a lot of resources. As you can see here, some stone and some damage here. Although you shouldn't put these fancy fins here. You can just put normal any kind of fins here, and it's actually performed quite well here. So whatever you need, you can just put some very cheap material like some stone here and there, and you can build a really nice fortress actually. So for the beginning of the build, you have to choose a nice looking area, and plains always looks nice everywhere, almost everywhere. So we choose a particular area. Now we trying to erect a wall. And while you are doing that, please follow the grid line, so it's going to be much more easier. So for the grid line, you can just place one pump here, and you can just follow along with that. It is quite easy, and it's quite easy to perform that extension. Also, you can easily do that here, as you can see here. And you have to do it almost a square or rectangle, whatever your style is. But it is quite, it takes time at a lot of stones. If you are doing it in survival mode, obviously you're going to do it in survival mode. For convenience, I am going to do it in creative mode. So don't worry, it can be done in creative mode. And as you can see here, we've done some part of those building, some structure. Now we're going to make it slightly taller than that previous one, and here it is. I think that much taller is quite good. It is twice the size of the person, so it is almost quite nice and quite okay to have that much elevation here. And this is the place for dock, so I'm going to place some here, place some wooden wall. And the main reason you're placing the wooden wall, because if you wish to place any kind of fence, it will be sometimes problematic to do that, and that's the main reason to placing those wooden planks. So you can just place it onto it. So, and also you can also monitor the requirement throughout the building by placing those first, and then you can just cut some area down and do other stuff, and you can just put it like that. As you can see here, we just have to snap it with the structure and rotate it throughout and then you can place another part, because we're going to make it slightly taller, and we're going to do it a double layer version. So that's the main reason we're going to do it slightly taller. And as you can see here, you can just close it up with similarly you can close it up and then you can just finish something. And if you wish, you can also extend that part. I mean, really, what is really optimal is place 2 to 6 meter wide. It is really optimal, and that's where you can get a really nice big walkway or these big top portion. So you can also use that part for different kind of activities, and then you can just fill it up like that. It is quite easy, and almost all of you actually do it one way or another. It is a very basic structure, but I really like to make that because although a lot of fancy stuff is available to do, but these are the very basic and very practical building or very practical base, and for that reason I'm doing it. And I'm placing these Odin stack wall, and we can place the stack like that. A second layer of stack, it is slightly outer edge, so it looks kind of nice. As you can see here, it looks kind of nice. Is a 2 stack. Although it takes a lot of wood, you can easily do that. But for this particular build, we are going to use these fancy rubber stack wall. Is it's certainly obviously much more not cost effective. It is much more costly, but you can easily do that without any. If you done it for later stage of the build, you can easily do that. And this build is really tough, so you can invest or you can build it in later biome. It actually works kind of good, but obviously I'm not on this land. But for this particular build, I'm going to use that one. But either one of any kind of stack wall you can use, it doesn't matter. And as much as it looks good here, it works similar on every build. And later we're going to place some stone. You can place it as per your requirement. You can place it slightly outward. You can place it almost like your edge by edge, like I'm putting here. So it is looks kind of good, and it actually gives some texture here, slightly extended from the stack wall. So it looks kind of good. You can place the big one, actually the small one, not always do the stuff, but you can just place one, the small one, to properly maintain the folk kind of looking. And you can place some big one here to cover it up, and then these pillar or sword pillar to just finishing those edge portion of that. And as you can see here, it's almost done. It looks quite good. It is a primitive building, so it looks quite nice here. In Valheim theme, it works kind of good, or it looks kind of good. Now I'm going to place some dough here. You can put some better dough if you wish to, but I'm doing it almost from the Black Forest biome, so I'm not going to use any kind of fancy stuff here. If you're in plane, you can place those better doors. These big doors are available there. It's up to you what you wish to make, and you can just place these big like that to make it look fancy. And later you can see it is also works quite well with our next plan of placing a stair. So we are now placing a stair here. So this stair going to connect both these outer wall. So it actually works quite well or quite nicely. And as you can see here, we can break those and place a wooden floor here. It's kind of tricky because I'm not actually counted the actual length of the moat, or this not moat, actually length of this structure. So it's maybe slightly here and there, but you can easily do that. And now we are going to finish it up by closing the broken part or broken area. You can just place it like that. This tag wall actually looks quite nice, so I'm using it throughout the building. And now we are closing this particular one. And here you go. It actually works quite nicely because when you had these kind of wall surrounding your building, you should get here and there easily, much more easily. So for that particular reason, you need a walkway to go around the whole place. So that's quite nice. And after doing that, we're going to place two wooden watchtower here as per the blueprint or whatever. Now we can destroy that. Yes. And it is going to be a simple one. Obviously, I'm going to replace, or not replace, I'm going to just place these go route later on, but not right now. I'm going to replace all of those texture or all of those beams with go route later. But it is much more easier to do with these normal wooden beams and columns. So I prefer to do that at the first time, and then you can just replace it later and put some really good support here and there, and another wooden. As you can see, there is some structural support problem, so I'm going to place some support here. This works quite nicely. Now we're going to make some entrance and those doors for those wooden tower or watchtower. So I'm going to placing some tier here. So that's more like it. So it is quite nicely placed here. And now by completing the wooden tower, you just put some railings here and there and complete it. So it is done for right now. It is done for now, and now we're placing these roof. We're going to place a roof, and it is going to be easier build, so nothing fancy. It is 3 meters in height. The top part of the watchtower is 3 meters in height, so You can place some 1 meter beam and then 2 meter beam, and then just connect those. Very small square, 4 meter by 4 meter square, and then you can also place some support here, because if your elevation is slightly off, it actually makes some problem, and so we can place some support underneath of the structure. And now we are going to place those angled one, this thatch roof, and whatever be the angle, it's actually quite nice looking. So it's done for now, and we can just replace those beam or by placing those core root here and there, or you can just destroy the previous one and just replace it with core root. Whatever you like to do, you can do that. So it's kind of getting in shape. Now we're going to place some stairs inside of the structure, so that way you can just move, or you can just go to the structure, or you can just yes. And as you can see here, we're going to place one stair here. It is for easy access to the top of the whatever, this wall, this mud wall. So for that reason, we're going to place 3 portion of 3 walkway. Actually, you can do 1, you can do 2, whatever your spacious your structure is or the area is. But I'm doing 3. It actually looks kind of nice, and not the 3 one. I'm talking about the structure. It's kind of look nice, and there is some underneath. You can put some different items also there, or storage place. You can convert those in storage place underneath of the this platform. It's also quite possible. In Valheim, there is a huge possibility to do a lot of really cool, nice thing if you have the imagination. Although I have very lack of, and that's why I not doing those kind of thing. So this is a normal slope or this wooden stair. This is a very easy wooden stair, and you can place it there. Actually, those both wooden stair actually made quite close to each other. You can also destroy one part, as you can see here. You can just destroy one because they are actually very close to each other. So you can just skip one if you like. I'm not doing it right now, and placing some core root here and there to cover it up. Core root look good, but it's actually quite problematic to placing those. The elevation kind of funky, and there's one reason I normally don't work with that. And now we're placing some actual stone to cover the bonfire, and then we are going to place the crafting items, because a lot of crafting items are required in Valheim. So placing the furnace and those kiln, a lot of items are there, a lot of requirements is there. So we also make a house for ourselves, so we can place some shade and here and there. It's going to be very non-fancy looking house. It is only supported like somewhat. Slightly different elevation. each side. One side 45 degree, one side 26 degree, and so the entryway is bigger, and you can place some table, some items here and there. It's up to you how you're going to decorate your base. Although because it is so small, I am going to place the fire outside of the building, because you normally don't need the fire to cook here, because I'm going to prepare cooking station out another place. So it's actually nice to have the fire outside. You also protect it by placing a you can place it here, or I can place it here. And this is the crafting area, so I'm going to place the crafting benches, different crafting benches here. If you are in early game, you can just place the both of those two crafting bench, and you can just later you can place those other crafting bench as you unlock those. So it's quite easy. You can just place those items, those add-ons here, and later you can just yes, nice. Actually, it looks nice. It's actually quite well here. And for black furnace, you can also place. Those are actually slightly problematic, because both of them are not reacted with each other that way. So if you already put some add-ons for another bench, it's not going to overlap. You cannot just overlap it here. And now we just make a small building or small shed on the top of the building, top of those workbench. You can put any kind of structure. You can just place it down here. It's nothing special. But you must need the wooden wall inside the structure, because we will need to put some add-on which record wooden wall. So I'm placing those like that, and it is a open structure, so it is not going to be closed by windows or something like that, or doors by something like that. So it is a just open structure, normal shade, as you can see here, and it is easily accessible. So I'm going to also put some storage unit here and there to make it more shift it here, and that's it. And now we are placing the fire station, or the food station, or one of my favorite, the kitchen. Kitchen is always my favorite in almost any kind of game, but in Valheim it is a must-have for me, a big kitchen, because it looks nice. I like food, so that's why. And here some lot of cooking station, and now placing the cauldron and this other one, and you can just place those here. As you can see, it's actually quite nice fit, and obviously I need to put some wall around it before just finishing it up. Snap, my friend, snap. Do you only need some So this portion, we only need some part of the building covered because we don't need it fully covered or something like that, because there is a lot of fire, so a lot of smoke. So we're going to partially cover it, and that's it. So snap, and that's it. I think that's quite good, but there is a lot of smoke in here, so I think I need to place some chimney kind of thing. So also those add-ons, and now we're going to place some chimney. I know these kind of build doesn't need to be this elaborated, but if there is any person who are new in the game, so for that particular reason, I'm slightly showing almost all the process. Normally I don't do that, but there's a main reason, nothing else, because almost any kind of Valheim player already know the basic structure building, because it is far more easy in Valheim and far more freestyle, you can say, because it is a fantastic game, and you can just freestyle doing all different things. So I already placed a paved road, and now I'm placing some ornamental parts. So I'm placing this beam log or log beam, 45-degree log beam, and what I really wish to do, I make this kind of small pedestal, and so I can place some fire onto them. I'm trying to do that, and you can place that here, but I need a platform, so I need 1 by 1 meter in this wooden platform here, and you can just place it here. It looks nice. You can just cover it up with small 1 meter beam. You can just cover it up. The reference image for this build actually has this kind of structure, so I really like to place those as accurately, or trying to do this build as accurately as possible. Nothing else. And there is going to be the second structure like that, and now you can place another one here. It is much more easy to do, but it looks kind of nice. And you can place these iron fire pit, or you can just place any kind of fire, or you can just do normal resin light or something like that. So that's it. I'm just putting some finishing touches. So that's the build. It's quite easy to do, and you can just put some beam here and there. You can just place different stylized approach, whatever you would like to do. But for the basic part of the video, it's done. And you can pave the top part of the structure here. It actually looks quite nice, and it's actually not looks weight or that much weight in the ring. And this wooden log actually works quite nicely by covering the gap between the structure and the mud wall, so it works quite nicely. You can place whatever decoration or stylized version you can do and finishing with covering the structure with lush grasses, and almost that's it. So if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button, and please subscribe, because we're making this kind of video. It takes longer times, and so it's actually feel good if you support our channel. And that's it. Thank you. See you again next time.